I love about Roots that there's good teachers and good friends. I decided to come to Roots so I could learn more because when I first started, it looked like a really good school.
Learning's radically different at Roots because it has to be. The way we've been doing school for the last 100 years hasn't been working.
Morning Circle, we always learn about our growth values.
I like about Morning Circle that we get to greet people. It makes me feel happy.
We focus on not only academic success, but also on the non-academic success factors that we all know are so important for our kids to succeed, not only when they're with us in school, but when they leave us through college and in their career.
My favorite growth value is relationships because I like to help people.
Ownership. Our emphasis on values and social skills and abilities is so important because if we can teach them grit, if we can teach them the value of relationships and wonder, like we set them up for success for the rest of their lives.
Grit is when you never give up. When you're like writing something and you get stuck on a word, you sound it out and you never give up.
Morning Motivation is a great time for all of the scholars to come together as a community.
Scholar shout out! Scholar shout out! Xavier, you do show some great grit in the Writing Center. Come and step in for Imani. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Yes! Nice job, let's give him 3 claps!
All shout outs relate to our Grow values. We do our songs, we do a little dance every morning. We have songs that go to each of our Grow values so the kids really learn through dance and song. It's another way that scholars can learn our Grow values. And it's a great time for us to just get everyone pumped up and motivated for the day.
Roots is different from other schools because there's different kind of rooms that come from trees. There's iPads, there's different games, and there's different kinds of centers.
The Grove activities really are every student kind of on their own schedule. So rotating from library center to iPad center to work on an app that is really to build up your phonics because that's where our reading teacher has determined you need the most support, to a writing center where you're working on a personal narrative. And your friend could have a totally different Grove schedule than you.
My favorite Grove activity is the iPad Center because the iPad Center is really fun and the math game teaches me about more learning.
At Roots, we get to move around and it makes me feel happy.
My iPad helps me to know where to go because it has a check-in tool on it. The library, you read because there's a bookshelf and there's books. My favorite book to read at the library is The Tortoise and the Hare. At the Flex Center, I have special tools for me, activities for me, because they're made just for me.
The way we personalize the experience for every scholar at Roots really comes down to thinking about time in a different way. So rather than having a master schedule that tells you, typically this is in a massive spreadsheet with, that shows you for every classroom of kids exactly what they're going to be doing every minute of every day, we've scrapped the idea of a master schedule and instead every scholar has their own schedule that changes day by day and is determined for them by their teachers according to what they need instructionally.
Instead of being one teacher who's teaching 25 kids in a classroom, we have 8 content teachers who are teaching 100 students at a time. So as a specific content teacher, I can really focus on the kids' needs in my content area.
One thing that attracted me coming out here is really the ability to specialize in my content. At every other level of education, we see that the person who's teaching a certain subject is specialized in their field.
I think the fact that they have specialized teachers in each subject matter is great. Here you have different teachers that you interact with all day.
I love to learn math because I'm really smart at math.
My favorite thing to learn about is to dance.
She comes home talking about the things that she's learned
the things that's going on throughout the day. She says she likes it. She says she stays focused and she can learn.
The thing that excites me the most is just how excited he is about learning now. It just seems like he's blossoming into his own person.
I think what excites me most about the model is the incorporation of student-driven use of technology and the choices that students have and the individualization in the curriculum for students.
I'm excited to see the expansion of the school. I love the school and the teachers, but I can't wait to see, how they grow.
We are roots.
Grit, relationships, ownership,
Wonder. Joy.
Rigor.
We are roots.